everyone, and welcome to Sunnyside Crochet. Today we are going to be making a wine glass lanyard. Say that one 5 times fast. So anyway, we just made a wine bottle bag in a pineapple theme, so we're going to stick with that theme for this wine glass lanyard. Just so you can have a matching set at your next party, get together, raffle basket you have to make. These things are great for any of those situations. So I already have my yarn tied to my hook, and we're gonna get started. So we're actually going to use a chainless single foundation stitch, and actually to start off you're gonna chain 2. So 1, 2, and then you're gonna come back through the first chain and yarn over and pull through. Just that first chain. Okay. And you're going to yarn over and pull through that first loop. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through the last 2. And then we're going to go through that bottom stitch there. We're going to yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through that first loop, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2. And I probably should have mentioned when I started, I am using Sugar and Cream, Yellow, and Renegade for this project. And I am also using a size G crochet hook, or 4.25 millimeters, depending on how you measure your hooks. We're using a smaller hook than I used on the wine bottle bag that we just made, because the wine bottle bag is okay if it's loose on the bottle. It doesn't really matter. I actually prefer them a little loose so you can get the wine bottle out. But the lanyards need to be tighter so that there are no accidents. We want no alcohol abuse involved in this project. So we work a little tighter with these. And we're going to do 18 stitches to get this started. And because I was talking, I already lost count, so we're just going to keep going for a minute and then I'll count them. I've not mastered that one yet, the counting and talking at the same time. So I don't know, my family and friends think that I am that powerful. I am not there yet. Okay, so now we're going to take our chain around and we are going to loop through this first one right there. That on that side, right there. There we go. And yarn over and pull that through, and then we're going to go through there and the bottom of that, and we're going to yarn over and pull through those last 2 that I have on there, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through the top 3 to join. Okay, now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to make our shells just like we did in the wine bottle bag. So we chain 2, and we're going to put our hook right in that little spot there. And then 4 double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're going to skip 2 and we're going to make another shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll skip 2, another shell of 5 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna just do that again. We'll skip 2, 5 more double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do it again. Skip 2, another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 more, so right there in the middle. 1, 2, 3, oh, lost it. 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we're going to slip stitch in that chain right there. So join this. All right, slip stitch. Then we will slip stitch in that next double crochet. We'll do a single crochet in that 3rd stitch, and then we will start our 2nd row of shells. So we'll do 5 double crochets in this space right here, in between the 2 shells in your 1st row. So 1, grab the wrong one. All right, 1, let go, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you notice I'm having some issues with the yarn kind of coming apart, grabbing my hook. That is a problem with working with cotton yarn, but cotton yarn doesn't stretch as much as acrylic does, so it's actually very good for this application. So you kind of take the good with the bad with this one. And personally, I'd rather have a little bit of trouble putting it together and then not have it stretch on me while I'm wearing it, because like I said, we don't want any accidents or any form of alcohol abuse with this item. Two, 3, 4, 4, 5. Okay, we've reached the end of that row. So now we will slip stitch in this single crochet right here. And this starts row 3. We'll chain 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, single crochet, and we will do another shell in the next single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another shell, 1, 2, and you notice in this row is where you start getting the bowl shape so that it'll fit to your wine glass. 3, 4, 5. And if your wine glass is taller, you can make the green part of this one a little taller to give your pineapple wine glass a little more of a top. My glasses are a little, oh, they're like average size. They're not real big. So my wine glasses don't have a big green top on them. All right, we're gonna slip stitch in that first shell of the third row. So we're on row 3. We're gonna do one more row and then we're gonna switch over to the green. Okay, so we're gonna slip stitch in that second stitch too. And then a single crochet in that third one. And then we're just gonna continue with our pattern around with the shells. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're just going to slip stitch right into that single crochet there. Alright, and we're going to tie it off. Okay, and snip. Alright, get my last little bit of yellow out of the way. Alright, now we're on to the green, which is called Renegade, and I really like it because it's a variegated green and it makes the foliage part of the pineapple look a little more realistic than a solid color green. I just really like it. It's kind of neat looking. Alright, so we are going to join it in right there, right where we just cut off the yellow from. We are going to slip stitch and chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets because we have to bring the wine glass cover part back in so that it'll hug the wine glass a little better. So there's 2 and 3 right there. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet right there in that third one, and we're going to do a shell of 4 double crochets in that next single crochet. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we will 1, 2, 3 single crochet and 4. Okay, we're gonna single crochet right in there. We will we'll join in right there at that second chain stitch. We're just going to slip stitch right in there. Okay, so at this point we've now made a really nice wine glass cozy, and I've actually used them just like this because they stay up pretty nice and I think they're cute just that way, but I also like the lanyards because I then don't lose my wine glass. So we're going to make a lanyard. So we already have a loop from this third stitch on our hook. We're going to come back through the single crochet and this last shell stitch right here, and we're going to pick up loops from all of those. So we already have a loop on this first one. We're gonna turn it around, go through that single crochet, pick up a loop, and we're going to go through that last double crochet and pick up a loop. Okay, so we now have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to actually do a double crochet chainless foundation stitch to make the lanyard. It's a little bit wider than a single crochet, and it'll distribute the weight a little nicer on your neck and give it a little more security in holding it to the wine glass cozy itself. So what we're going to do, we're going to yarn over and pull through the first loop on our hook, yarn over, pull through the next 2, and we'll yarn over and pull through the last 2. Then we'll yarn over, go through this stitch looking thing we made, and yarn over and pull through, and we'll do the same thing again. We're going to yarn over, pull through that first stitch, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2. And we're just going to keep doing that until we get a long enough lanyard to reach around our neck and down to about our chest, just to, you know, make a nice little lanyard. Or, you know, if you're not into wearing it around your neck, it's a good thing. You can just wrap around your fingers and just carry your wine glass around with you that way too. So we're just going to keep doing this until we get a long enough lanyard to reach around, and we'll be back. Okay, so I made my lanyard 26 inches long. It just seemed to be a good length for me. Hangs down low enough, but not too low. Just seemed like a good length for me. So okay, now that I have my lanyard all done, I'm going to fold it in half to make sure everything is facing the same way so you don't have anything twisted in there. And then I'm going to take my hook out, and we're actually going to attach the lanyard through these 3 stitches right here. So I'm going to reinsert my hook, and I have my first loop. I'm just going to pull it through and keep it on my hook. This second stitch I'm going to insert, yarn over and pull through and keep it on my hook. Now this third one is where things get a little interesting, because basically we're just joining, continuing on the stitches we've been using, that chainless foundation double crochet. So I have my hook in that third stitch. We're going to insert it into this bottom stitch right here, and we're going to pull through, yarn over, pull through that loop, and then we're going to pull through right there. Okay, all right, and adjust things so that it's pretty even there. Okay, so now all we're going to do is take the loops off the hook 2 at a time. So we'll do those 2 and then the last 2, and that is it. So we're going to tie off, put it right there and there, and we'll snip and it tight. And then we'll tuck in our ends, and now you have a perfectly matched wine glass lanyard to match our pineapple wine bottle bag. And like I said, it's great for parties, gift baskets, raffles, basically anything where you would have a giveaway or a fundraiser. Really great ideas. They work up really quick and they're totally adorable. So if you enjoyed our project today, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit sunnysidecrochet.com for more ideas. And as always, happy hooking!